Hello and thanks for joining me on the hypingtech.com podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at tech news this week, what's been going on, head-turning features for the new G-Wagon 6x6. We're going to be looking at that today. A rolling battery by Anker, which is going to give you some rolling power. ChatGPT Plus, what's all this about? We'll have a look at that today, as well as how to use your PS5 controller with your computer. And there's a massive grant in America for rural internet access. I thought Elon Musk is on that, but we're going to have a look at all of those and more in today's episode. So hang about and let's look at number one today. What we got is 5 head-turning features that make the Mercedes G-Wagon 6x6 so unusual. It's an article on /gear. Thank you, Thandos Diaz, for this article. Mercedes-Benz clearly knows how to make a top-notch luxury vehicle, with their S-Class being the benchmark for executive luxury for decades, and their expanding catalogue of SUVs quickly providing an SUV-hungry market with even more luxurious options. That does look quite nice, especially in white. So what's the actual features then? 6 wheels. You know, in case 4 aren't enough, 6 wheels are going to be there for you, so you can check that out as a 6-wheeler. The most obvious of the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6 features was its third axle. Okay, so you're basically riding a tank around, aren't you? Imagine the turning circle on that. It would be good if the rear wheels helped you with the steering function as well. 5.5 litre, oh, forget it, mate. If you're rich, you're going to have loads of money to put into that tank. If you're normal like you and me, then, well, yeah, I don't know how you're going to do that. With so much power on tap, the 6x6 could go on 60 miles in under 8 seconds, which may not sound like much until you take a curb weight of 9,000 pounds into account. Oh, okay. So what's the situation there then? Do you think that is going to be where the party's at? I don't know. That sounds interesting, but I'm not sure that it would be the best option out there. I'm just gonna have a quick look at that and see if that is the situation, because I reckon there's a number of other vehicles that you could be picking up instead of that. But no, it's okay. We're gonna whack it out. We're gonna whack it out. So what's the price? 1.5 million pickup truck? Is that right? Okay, so this is for the ultra rich, business owners that can buy this on expenses. The truck bed AMG. Look at that, the guy standing. It's absolutely massive. Luxury upgrades. Okay, it is in the UK, isn't it? This has got to be, because that looks like yellow lines and guys look like UK. Okay, so meanwhile, Mansouri took a similar approach, just taking things even further. First, the engine was reworked to boost power and torque significantly with addition of a host of components. Holy moly, mate. Okay, so let's summarize on that, shall we? So that overall, I'm thinking that is an option for you if you're thinking about getting a Mercedes. But did you hear about the leaked Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5? It's a render showing the bigger cover display. So are you a bit of a fan of these flippy things? You can put them on your table and you can, flip them. I'm assuming you can use it. The main feature seems to be you can put them there, take a selfie. But I don't know if you want to use a selfie, you want to just use a massive camera or go old school with a bit of a film photography, or just use your mobile phone, mate. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the flip phones. I think they've come a long way. They're slowly getting better. There will be a point that I think it's a bit gimmicky. The way they're making them, it's expensive, it's bigger, it's heavier. Okay, you can flip it out to make it a tablet, but most of the time, are you willing to sacrifice the extra weight for the longer battery's not extra on them either? So I don't know. It's something to think about, I think. I'll consider it maybe as an option. AMG was the last one we looked at, and perfect. Okay, so I'm not sure about the flip situation on these, but what we can do is we can look at something that's a little bit more interesting for you. So Anker's £67 rolling battery is peace of mind on wheels. Is it though? That's like it's like a cooler. Would you not prefer having solar panels and extra battery, like, extra batteries conventional? This gets charged up. I wonder how long it takes to charge. We can have a look at that. Power outages will be much less stressful with the backup battery that can keep your fridge running. Okay, so there's more output on it. Now, in some countries, this may be more important than others, but I like this. $2,000. You got a bit of change. You can get a nice solar setup in your house. £1,500, £1,000, 2 panels, a battery, and that'd be enough to. Will it be enough to power your fridge though? That's the question. Depends what big fridge you got. A beefy portable battery that outputs enough power to run even appliances like refrigerators, washing machines, and microwaves. For some applications, including glamping or as an emerging backup, it's a gas-free alternative to a generator with the right accessories. What's the dislikes? Occasional software, but oh yeah, it's all technical, isn't it? Software blogs, not even a thing anymore. Software blogs. I don't know. I think it would be an option to consider, especially if you're looking at your tech upgrades these days. So just live, and that the battery solution is a nice one. 5 reasons you should upgrade to ChatGPT Plus. Okay, what's ChatGPT? Basically, it's like a helping hand. Think of Grammarly on steroids. Like, it gives you loads of help and support on different articles, blah blah blah. You probably heard enough about that. I'm not going to go into it. Separate episode, checking the cards. And 5 reasons you shouldn't. Okay, what you got for me? Upgrade for on-demand access. Okay. Upgrade for faster response times. Okay. Upgrade for newest version ChatGPT 4. Upgrade for online access. Okay, so I'm assuming when you upgrade you have to pay for it. Upgrade for relatively cheap solutions. When considering the workload at ChatGPT Plus and when considering the workload that ChatGPT Plus can alleviate, the monthly subscription cost of $20 is relatively cheap. Okay, if you say so. Don't upgrade if ChatGPT 3.5's free services are already enough. Okay, don't upgrade because of use case limitations. Don't upgrade for non-critical use. Don't upgrade because of privacy concerns. Don't upgrade without exploring alternatives. Okay, so there are alternatives coming up. A lot of people are using ChatGPT, incorporating them into programs. That's going to be something we're going to keep an eye on, so watch out for future episodes about that. Now, this one's an interesting one. Connecting your PS5 controller to your PC. If you do a bit of PC gaming, how easy is it? Is it as simple as you connecting the lead? I don't know. Let's have a quick look on that. So if you've got a PS5 controller, why are you not using it with your PC for gaming? You get a lead. The simple, easy option is connect the USB-C end of the cable into the charging port located on the top of the DualSense controller. Connect the other end of the cable to the USB port on your PC. Windows will automatically detect the controller and begin setting it up. When the controller setup is finished, you'll get a notification that it is ready to use. I use this all the time. Can I show you it? That's one of the controllers I plug in. There's another controller. It's under my table. I can't really reach it at the moment. I put that back in its place now because it looks a bit unusual out of place. Again, thanks for watching us live, and we are doing a hypingtech podcast today. If you have any questions, drop them in chat, and the show description notes will be available for you to view in the usual places. You can find us on all the regular places: Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts. And if you want extra information about the show, you can find that as hypingtech.com, alternatively zulftalks.com. And thanks to our sponsor for making this episode possible, trustedcreators.org. Let's continue with the show. What else have we got for you today? A number of articles that I found interesting, and I think you would find these interesting too. So 5 tips for business leaders to leverage the real potential of generative AI. If you're a business owner, can you make use of AI going on? There's a number of areas out there. It can be confusing. A lot of people are saying it and they're like, you know what, does that really apply to me? Can it help me? In most cases, it's like an extra assistant helping you with little things. So you get your data house in order, envision use cases around your own data, dive into developer productivity benefits, take outputs with a grain of salt. Yeah. So the AI is not always going to be 100% accurate. Sometimes it'll give me answers which are not basically what I wanted to hear. So I've been doing a lot of photography stuff, and the Zulf Talks Photography podcast, check that out. And I know the answer to the questions I'm asking it, and I want to see what it tells me. And the number of answers it gives you is just relatively simple stuff. Just Google searched off the internet. For example, I said, what's a good camera for me as a beginner? It just goes and finds the latest released camera and tells you that's the best camera for you, which isn't really the right way of doing it. But in that same example, take it with a pinch of salt. It won't always be right. Think hard about security, legal and compliance. Yes, definitely. GDPR regulations will apply in that kind of situation. Now, HDs, hard drives. Now, pour one out for HDDs, which is basically hard disk drives, because PC gamers are starting to require SSDs. So this means, are you still hanging on to the giant 8TB spinning hard drive for your PC game installs? Well, it's starting to look like SSDs will become the new minimum spec for modern PC games. So the SSDs have dropped in price. They are faster, they're better. So why would you not use one? The prices are comparable now. You can get a really old, like not really old, but you can get an old hard drive at a cheaper cost. But do you need to have that? Not really. So because PC gamers are starting to require SSDs, should you pick them up? How much are they? What's the pricings on these? Oh, it doesn't say. So yeah, I think the last one I picked up was like 30-40 pounds. So it wasn't a lot of money. Headphones. I like my headphones. Maybe I should put my headphones on when I'm doing the headphone segment. Which ones are these? These are Sennheisers, I think. So these work. Oh, there. See, always it improves my audio straight away when I put headphones on, because I can hear what I sound like. So when I can hear what I sound like, I can make sure that the audio sounds really good. And the best headphones they're going to be the ones you test. So at the moment, we've got, looking at the deals on headphones or earbuds, we've rounded up on our favorite top tips. David Carnoy, cnet.com. Apple, Sony. See a theme there. I'm not keen on Apple devices or earphones or earbuds. They probably are good, but I don't use them. Sony, okay. What else is down? This show 19 more. Sony. Samsung makes it in the list. Beats makes it further down the list. Bose makes it on the Soundcore. Jabra. Okay, I'm not sure how well this is and how individual it is. You may know on my hypingtech channel, I make videos when I buy stuff and I review it myself, so no one else has say on them. This looks like heavily Sony motivated here. I'm wondering if CNET have got like a deal, or does it say somewhere that it's like a sponsored segment or something? Because in that case, there's no point in me looking at this article, because it won't be a real life opinion. Okay, we'll have a look at that in more detail, and I'll bring that up in one of the future episodes. TVs. Best smart TV for 2023. Top picks from Roku, Amazon, Google and more. We test the best smart TVs for streaming, picture quality and a whole lot more. Here are our favorites, every budget. Okay, TCL, LG, Hisense. Now, okay, this looks a little bit more balanced because TCL's there. Hisense is like a budget version. I've got a Hisense actually here that I use as my ultra wide big monitor. And Vizio, that's a program, isn't it? Okay, but there's a TV branded with that. So the best smart TV to buy, they are saying, is a TCL 6 Series Roku TV. How much you want for that? What's the pricing on this? Oh, there's no price. Is there? Okay, I missed it. No. Yeah, that would have been nice to have like a little ballpark. Oh, it is here. TCL, $950. So surprise, one of the most expensive ones is the best one. TCL second place, $270. So not bad. You got TCL 4 Series, which is like a lower version of that, which would be a cheaper one. Different sizes, 4K resolution, 3 HDMI ports. Yeah, TVs have come a long way, but they have gone lower in price now, so consider that. Did you know Amazon insists striking delivery drivers don't really work for Amazon? That's something to think about. Amazon Prime and Amazon. And is Amazon Prime even worth it anymore? I bought something on Amazon Prime. Normally it's supposed to be next day delivery. It took 3 days to come to me, as well as the price I paid for it. It looked like the overall Prime price was cheap. I paid like, what was it? It's like a DVI to HDMI converter. It was £11. I bought that with Prime. It said to me £11, you get it delivered. And then when I logged in and on my computer to just, I don't know, it suggested that to me and I wasn't logged in. So to a normal person, it would have been £7 plus £4 postage, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it would have been £11 anyway for a non-Prime user. So what they do for Prime is they bulk everything together in one price and make you feel like you're getting free postage, but you're not. It's very deceiving. It's very interesting, and I didn't get it any quicker. And I'm paying $8.99 a month for Prime. What is this shenanigans? Why are you doing this to us, Amazon? Can you stop doing this, please? Okay, Biden administration announces 930 million in grants to expand rural internet access. Wait a minute, where's Elon Musk with his internet thing? Isn't he doing something about getting internet to everybody? I thought he was doing a plan for this. Okay, so what's this say? The funding is just one of many recent efforts by the government to close the rural... Did you know so many people still don't have internet? Like decent internet, quick enough speed to upload like a video. At the start of last year, the Federal Communications Commission announced an accountability program designed to ensure recipients on the Rural Digital Opportunity Fund properly spend the money they receive from the public purse. Holy moly mo. Okay, there's a nice interesting article here that I want to end on. I saw something here. Where's it gone? Where's that one? There's a Lad Bible had a nice article about a fun... Oh, where's it gone? News. Entertainment. Categories. There's one here about someone there we go. Okay, so people are shocked after man appears to get glasses tattooed on his face. Okay, so when you wear glasses over the tattoo, you won't know you've got a tattoo. Top tip there for you there, mate. Again, thanks for joining us today on the hypingtech.com podcast. It's been a pleasure joining me here today. You'll see another version of this episode here. You can catch up on one of the previous episodes, and I'll see you on the next version.